Good afternoon, folks, and thank you very much for joining me, if you have in fact indeed joined me. And what am I going to do today? I've just done the 4HF. I'm waiting for the capacitors so I can finish off the amplifier for the Dynatron that the 4HF came out of. So I thought what we'd do today, we would try and restore to the best of our ability this little fella. This is the National Panasonic model RQ301S cassette tape recorder, little Japanese cassette recorder. So that's what we'll start with today. What we'll do is pull this thing apart and we'll give it a good going over, and we will attempt to restore it. Yes. A different one for my channel, isn't it? Restoring a tape recorder, an old cassette recorder. Not something I would usually bother with, but I'm not sure if you're supposed to take that screw out, but given that the whole thing's coming apart anyway, it doesn't really matter. You always find on tape recorder, on cassette recorders should I say, you always find there's a screw in the battery compartment. They always hid one in there, but at least it came out. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Right. Right. So basically I think that's undone actually. No. All different sizes, these screws. All the screws are different sizes. You need different screwdrivers to get them out. Never mind. Anyway, we'll give this little fella try and give this little fella a second chance and see if we can. Right, well that one's out. That one there isn't, and I'm not sure as to why, because it's undone. I'll say it's undone. Yeah, it's undone. There we are. Right. So that's a screwdriver and a half, that in it. That's what I use for getting into those Japanese ghetto blasters. That's what I use that screwdriver for. Right, well we're in, and first of all we'll disconnect the back from the battery compartment. We can remove the handle, put all that in there. Remove the back. Battery wires off. There we go. And for now the screws and stuff can all go into the back so that we don't lose anything, because when I come to wash the back I'll actually take everything out, so we can use the back for storage at the moment. Now what have we got in here? Yeah, we're going to do what we want to do. We want to get the cassette mechanism out of the case really, and I'm just looking for where it might be screwed in. They're usually most cassette recorders I've ever had anything to do with don't usually take too much to get them apart. You just got to work out where the screws are all located, and you have to work out, right, well there was one there which we've taken out, might be some under the board, so what we'll do, we'll undo the board, if we can, because in their infinite wisdom, yeah, Panasonic have actually soldered, yeah, look at that. There we go. Let's straighten that. Didn't only feel the need to fucking bend it, to solder it, they felt the need to bend it as well. There we go. No, it's still not moving. Mind you, that's all attached to the chassis, isn't it? It would mean I would have to unsolder all that lot to just get the chassis out. It's got to come out somehow. I mean, it's in there. How's it held in? Ah. There you go. Tip that screw out, there we go. Now we have to the speaker wire is tucked in behind here. Yeah. There we go. Thank you, Panasonic. I nearly wrecked the bloody speaker. There we go. Now, right, that's the. That's not actually. It's a bit grubby, but not too bad. I've seen worse. I mean, yeah, I've seen worse. I've seen better as well, but I've seen worse. But we'll give the mechanism a good go over. I want to take the board off anyway because I want to look at the record switch, because I know the record switch needs cleaning. They always do. So if I can't get at it, the volume control on this one needs doing as well. So we'll take the speaker out because it's all going to be washed. So and it's a 4 ohm speaker. This uses, and it's glued into place as well as holding with a screw. And I'll leave that. We'll give that speaker a bit of a blow off after. Put that way up so we don't damage anything. The cassette door, which if I can't remove, I'm not bothered, but I'd like to. I'd like to remove it if I can. It might just be a bit too flimsy. But on the other side of fragile, and it's actually moulded in a way. Don't think you can get it out. No, I'm going to leave that because it could end up breaking something, so we'll leave the cassette compartment door where it is. So that's the front and the back, the top and the bottom rather, and the rest of it is very conveniently contained on here. And what I'm going to start by doing is brushing. Got our little brush here, brushing the tape, all the dust out. And there's the microphone. Clean the crap off the top of the mic. The nice thing about this doesn't look like it was abused, you know, like that's all nice and clean there now. But I'll clean all this, and any rubber parts I'll give a clean with rubber renew and stuff and do all that. The top can be cleaned, that'll come up like new. But before I clean it, I can actually just, look at that. There's date codes in this. Does it say the year? The 11th month. And the 29th day. So it was made in November the 29th. It just doesn't say when. Just doesn't have a year. But I'd have to say what, sometime in the 1980s, because it's a pretty substantial, not a bad tape recorder really. I mean, it is what it is, but I need to take stuff off. Who's this? Hang on, folks. Right, well, it looks like we get to the record switch without having to take the circuit board all the way out. I think. I'll press it down. There we go. There we go. Because this tape recorder is in remarkably good condition, and There's no hums or anything, so I'm not concerned about the what do you call it, about the capacitors. Right, well that switch should be okay now. We've got the volume control here. I would have liked to have got the board out to get into the volume control, but taking the board out means, I think it does anyway, it might not, but I've got a feeling that to take the board out, oh no, hang on, oh no, I might be able to just lift these two wires here, which is from the transformer, the DC side, the AC side, the transformer, the secondary side. Is that it right? There we go. We'll check for dry joints and stuff, and right, so see if we can see if I can't get too deep in, because this mechanism actually works and the belt doesn't need to be replaced. Look, there's a relay down there. Well, it's not a relay, it's a switch. Switch is for switching the machine on and off. I mean, it looks in relatively good condition, to be honest with you folks. If I zoom you in a little bit, so you can see what I'm actually doing here. Ah. Why is my zoom not working? Why is it not zooming in? That's weird. Alright, well, let's try that again, shall we, folks? Oh, now it wants to zoom in on its own. Gee. Bear with me. There we go. I think my zoom switch is a bit dodgy on my camera. There we are. Right, so I'll zoom in, you can see what I'm doing then. Always helps, doesn't it? Lift you up a bit. There we go. Whoa. Now let's move that can of switch spray out of the way. Now let's get back to the zoom. Right, well, all I need to get at really, I want to get at the volume control, and it would be nice if I could just get into it there to just take the volume control off, just so I can spray some stuff in. Oh, I can. Oh, might not be able to get to the control. Might not be able to get the control off though, because it's been stuck on. It appears to be full of glue. Oh yeah, we've got it. Yeah, we've got it. We've got it. Way, there we go. That's the volume control. And can you get the cover off that? Does the cover come off that so you can spray some gunge in it? Let's have a look. Right, what I want to try and do is take the top off the volume control here, just so I can spray some cleaner in. And woo, there we are. That'll do it. Right, put the top back on. There we go. Put the push the screw out. Let's clean all this fucking crap off so I don't have any problem getting the fucking screw back in the hole. Because it was put there to stop the screw falling out, but there we go. Now that's straight, and it wants to be leave that like that. Make sure I don't drop the bloody screw. Placing it back in. I mean, like I say, I'm not doing a recap on this because, hey, there's no need. I mean, why waste components? You know? I mean, leave the recappers, leave the recapping to those that like to recap. Those that like to waste components, just chuck them in for no reason. I mean, I don't see the point. So the switches have been done, so these wires can be soldered back on, to be honest, because I'm not going to get any deeper into it. I mean, the belt doesn't need to be changed, it's good. Because it was playing at the right speeds and everything, so it was all the winding, it was fast forwarding and rewinding with no problems. Ow. There we go, and that one. And that was that. Now let's clean the transport, and we can get the bench speaker on it as well, because we've got bench speakers here, so we can put a bench speaker on, one of the bench speakers on it to actually try it. But I think, in all honesty, it shouldn't be a problem with it. I mean, give it a quick test, just to make sure that I need to put a screw back in somewhere. No, I don't. There are two screws to go back into the side, but they don't need to go back in yet. So we'll move them out of the way and try and find my cassette recorder lead. Right, where's my cassette recorder lead? So always the way in it, folks, there it is. So always the way, you're looking for it and you can't fucking spot it, and then all of a sudden it's there. Yeah, I'm gonna stop soon for lunch. But oh, that fucker's broke. Oh, the fucking earth pin on it's broke. Oh well. Oh well. I can't fucking use that one. Oh, here's the other one. I've got another one here. There we are. Right, so let's plug it in. It might not come on actually because of that fucking relay. Yeah, it does. Well, we're getting movement anyway. Now let's find a tape. Do you know, I had all this fucking stuff out the other night, cassette tapes on the desk there, on the bench there. Oh yeah. I want to just see what it sounds like now. I mean,
I'm a local list on top of the land. You should be mind the rest of girls that get behind. Woman, me love how your body design your own mess. Girl, won't you give me a chance financially? Woman, me say that would a response and if you ever be my girl, I would take your only girl. Buy a lot of diamonds and buy a lot of pearls.
Compliments, girl, I'm lucky.
Let's fast forward. Stop. Let's rewind. Let's record, but I can't do now with that for a minute. Although if I pull that back, there we go. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And the way your lips move every time it.
There we go. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. That's working. So what we'll do, we'll turn it off for now because I'm going to get me lunch. And I'll stop the video here for now because I'm going to get me lunch. And we'll give the tape path a good clean when I come back. But the volume control is no longer crackling. The record switch now works. So yeah, give the case a good clean and put it all back together. Right, so what I'm going to do now, folks, I'm going to clean the tape transport, clean all the tape path with isopropyl alcohol and a cotton bud, or maybe several cotton buds, but that's what we're going to be doing, cleaning the transport, the tape path and also the tape transport, be cleaning that as well. Let me just pour some of this isopropyl into the cap of the bottle. There we go. That's it. Right, we'll start with the erase head. This is back in the day when they actually put proper fucking erase heads in them instead of fucking just permanent magnets. And to be honest with you, this tape transport isn't actually that dirty. This tape path, sorry. For that, there's no crap on my cotton bud. Actually quite clean. I mean, the pinch roller's a bit dirty. But there again, all that shit there, that's all come off the pinch roller. The rest of the tape path was pretty clean. This is actually quite good. Let's have a look at how clean that's come. Yeah, it's come up nice, that actually. Let's get another cotton bud. There we go. And see if you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Just want to make sure it was focused. It is. Right. So I'm just taking the cotton bud round and cleaning all the dirty oxide off the head. Sorry, the pinch roller. Just turn the roller slightly, and look at all that crap that's still on there. Still got loads of crap on it, but hang on. Oh, pardon me. Wouldn't be vintage electronics if I didn't fart, would it, folks? I mean, you get people who whinge about it, you know. Why do you fart? Well, my body tells me I need to fart. Now, we're getting no fucking dirt off this practically. I mean, I'm going to do one of the other tape recorders as well. I'm going to probably do the Philips, either the Philips or the Grundig. I've got a Grundig and a Philips. I'm going to do one of the others because somebody wants to buy one. I might even do all three because I think I might be able to sell two of them. I want to keep one for my collection because I haven't got a cassette recorder. So I want to keep one for my collection. There we go. That pinch roller is now clean. It's cleaned the capstan. I can turn that by turning the motor, or just pull the belt round. Oh, that pinch roller looks like new. That audio head's still got something on it there though. Let's just see. Just right there. I think it's where the nickels. I've not scratched it, folks. Just wanted to feel around it. I think it's just where the. I think it's just slight wear, to be honest. Because. Better. Yeah, it's not on the pole piece, it's just on the edge. Let's have a look at the. Right, let's give the pinch roller a dry. Dry the pinch roller, there we go. I'll tell you what, folks, your ass looks like new now, that. Now, let's get the clean the buttons. So in cleaning these, because I can't be asked taking them off, it's easier to do it this way. Somebody here? Might be somebody coming to see me. It's the postman. Didn't come here though. Alright, let's clean the belt. I'll tell you what, yeah, let's give the belt a clean. The capstan are clean. The flywheel rather. Clean the motor shaft. There we go. And that belt's still in good nick. Now, let's clean the volume control, the actual switch of it, not the actual control itself. That's just been cleaned with switch cleaner. Clean this. Clean the top of the microphone. There we go. And the microphone sits there with that. Does it sit in that? No, it doesn't. That just sits behind it. Right, so oh, almost forgot. Is that a lip on that? Yeah. So look at all that shit that's come off that. And it was still rewinding perfectly. Yeah. Clean this idler. Right, pour this back into the bottle. Now let's put some screws back in. That's the top that's going to be going to get washed in a minute, so I'll put that there. Got to clean the speaker. So what we'll do, we'll get the speaker, get the screws that are stuck to it, drop them off, and what we'll do, we'll there we go. This is the best we can do with a speaker. Now get two of these screws here, these long ones. I think they were. No, they weren't. They were these ones. It was that one. And put the speaker there for a minute. There's the other one. Because I'm sure there's two that go in the main side there. Oh, no. Let's turn it round and have a look. There's that one. That goes in there. And there's another one which is exactly the same. There we go. And then we can set the azimuth. Set the azimuth and we're done then. Right. Let's drop a bit of solder back onto that lug that I tried to desolder earlier. Well, I didn't try and desolder, I did desolder. We'll solder that back into position. There we go. Done. Put that let's hold it there for a minute. Right, that's the... I've got it on the workshop speaker at the moment. So what I want to do is plug that back into there. Bring that out of there, make sure the speaker, sure nothing's in the way. Now let's get this pre-recorded tape. Let's check the alignment. Spot on. Let's check for record. There we go. You have to cough before you record something, don't you? But we're only recording on this little condenser mic. I dare say on a decent mic. But does the volume have any say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all the way down. And that's all the way up. I think. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, that's all the way down. And that's all the way up. Yes, that's... Yeah, that's all the way up. Oh, too far. That's all the way down. I wasn't too far. Like, but does the... But we're only... There we go. You have to cough before you record something, don't you? But we're only recording on this little condenser mic. I dare say on a decent mic. But does the volume have any say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all the way down. And that's all the way up. I think. Oh no. Yeah. Does the auto stop work? Yeah. Yeah, that's all the way down. Yeah, the auto stop works. And that's all the way up. Yes, that's... Yeah, that's all the way up. There we go. Right, so that's the tape transport sorted out. That's all working. So that's all working, and I mean, there wasn't much wrong with the tape transporter, it was just dirty, but that's all nice and clean now. So what I'm going to do now, folks, I'm going to take the handle, the base, there should be a black screw, there it is. I'm going to take the handle, the base and the top, but before I take the top I just want to try and clean we've got a bit of IPA residue left on one of these. I want to get these marks off. Just get these marks off it, folks. Just, you know, it's easier for me to clean it then. There we go. Don't want to take the paint off. Right. I'm not taking the battery contacts out to clean them. The battery sponge, what condition's that in? Yeah, it's original and it is a bit crappy, but I've not got a piece to replace it, so I won't take that because it won't flake off. Just clean that. Be back in a minute, folks. Just going to wash the case. We're back. Let's just zoom out a little bit. There we go. Right, and we'll start by putting the speaker grill mesh back in, because that came out. I mean, that's not sure if it's glued in or not, but it came out when it was being washed. So, and I want to next, well, I want to put my glasses on, to be honest. Next one is putting the speaker in, and the speaker it actually went either there, which it did, and hooks into there, and then pushes down and just rotate it. So there we go. That's the speaker. Put the screw in that holds the speaker. There we go. That's the speaker back in place. Now let's disconnect them from there. The case is all dry now, folks. It's lovely. Case is dry enough for the machine to be reassembled. So what we'll do, we'll put the, oh, hang on. I need to just solder the speaker wires on. There we go. Oh, pardon me. You know, I got that in nice and easy a second ago, but it'll be a real bitch now. That was the fucking way, innit? I got it really easy before and I forgot to solder the speaker wires on. And that'll be a right bastard. Well, we're not fully down there yet. No, we're not. Nothing's in the way. So I think we're in there now. Are we? Just check the, yeah. Yeah, we're in. Let's get that black screw that goes in the middle. And we'll soon know by that because that only goes in a couple of turns. We're not actually straight there, but there again. There you are. Well, that's got it. Just there we go. Are we straight? Because the mechanism can move slightly. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're in. How about that? It's lovely and clean now. I know I'll give that a polish with furniture polish, you know. Really bring it up. There's a little scratch, a couple of scratches on the door, on the cassette door, but there's nothing I can do about that. I mean, it is an old machine, and I have done what I can to help it out, but there's certain things you just can't do. I mean, the intent is not to make it look brand new, it's just to give it a service, another lease of life. Try not to break the handle. But that goes in that way, like that. And then we have to solder the wires on for the battery. And conveniently they're marked for us, not that I fucking need them to be. I'm an electronics engineer. I know where the battery wires go, and if I don't, I shouldn't be doing it. Red. There we go, that's red. And black. Alright, and now, oops, try to make sure the handle doesn't fall out. Right. Getting so hang on. Yeah, it's right. It wasn't a second ago. You have to get the, that's it. I'm happy with that. Push that onto there. Onto there. There we go. Now, there we go. Don't know why they used the screw that long, but they did. And which one did the metal screw go in? We'll find out. problem with that is getting that. There we are. Yep, it went in there. I think it did. Yeah, it must have done. Shit. That one. Let's use this fucking screwdriver for this one, didn't we? Remember now. Nope, we could be wrong. There we go. Let's get that one back out. We could be wrong, the metal screw might have gone in this side. The machine screw, that is. Take the fucking thing back out again. Find out. There we go. So let's get this other one. Drop that in there. Well, that's tightened up lovely. So the other machine screw must go in there. Yes. Oh yes. Now the last screw in the battery compartment. Battery compartment. Onto the back of the tape recorder. There you go, folks. What I'm going to do now, got a mark on it there, it weren't there a minute ago, that's it. Bit of crap. So what we'll do, we'll plug it back in and test it. I mean, good little tape recorder this. Now, how come that's sticking up? That's supposed to, mind you. Oh, for fuck's sake, why is that sticking up? Let's just undo this screw here a minute and see if the mechanism's slightly out of line. Something is. Something's definitely... Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Got to take it all apart again, folks. I know what it is. Let's just get that screw out. There we go. I know what it is. I forgot to put the microphone in the correct place and it's got caught. We'll be back in a minute. Right, let's go for another test, folks. I couldn't leave it there, I had to test it again. Right, oh hang on, I've got to... Because right. Hang on. There we go. Right. I'm sat a good, what, arm's length away from the microphone this time. Now I tried this with it in bits. What it was, there was a bit of water residue had stayed in. What happened was when I washed the case, where the microphone goes in, where it slips in, it's a bit of water residue had got onto the mic, and that's what was causing it. Hard to dry the mic, and seems to be alright now, so we'll see. Let's go for playback. Water residue had stayed in. What happened was when I washed the case, where the microphone goes in. Well, that seems to have done the job. Now I know the fucking mic's there now, I can actually see it. Right. Right, let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I know the fucking mic's there now, I can actually see it. So I can't see why. It might be a dodgy microphone. Anyway, we'll find out. There we go. Right. I'm sat a good, what, arm's length away from the microphone this time. Now I've tried this with it in bits. What it was, there was a bit of water residue had stayed in. What was when I washed the case, where the microphone goes in, where it slips in, it's a bit of water residue had got onto the mic, and that's what was causing it. It's hard to dry the mic, and it seems to be alright now, so we'll see. Let's go for playback.
Oh, you sexy body. Oh, that's a man.
Let's try a different tape. Sick of it in the same one. We've got here, we've got John Denver. There we go. We'll just have a quick listen to see what it sounds like with this tape in it. That's as much as I can play, but I'm going to listen to it now, folks, and give it a good test. And that's staying in my collection, that. And I've got 2 more which I've got, and I'm going to sell those. I've got buyers for them, I think. Anyway, folks, I'll catch you later. Bye for now.